Another travel day is upon us. We're going back to New York for probably the longest time we will ever spend in New York. Y'all ready?
Bum, bum, bum. Bye, bad internet, and we have bad internet. Goodbye, bad internet. Say hello to bad internet town.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, had to reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old eyes. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kill, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the fold, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may.
So we're in New York, stopped at a truck stop. One of the most frustrating things for me that's been in New England is finding truck stops. It's a little bit tough. We did find a Pilot in Schenectady, kind of headed out west of Albany. It was a decent distance. Interesting notes for you guys. If you want to head to the Crown Point area, which is where we showed everybody like the cool lighthouse yesterday, right at the Vermont-New York border, there is Highway 74 is an approved truck route, but it's got one of the steepest inclines/declines that I've dealt with yet. I was scared both going down it towards the Lake Champlain as well as coming back up. Both directions, it was pretty rough for me. I felt like we were over speeding even in a lower gear. And then going up, I mean, we were getting real close to 3,000 RPMs with the diesel engine, and the turbo was looking pretty hot going up for a couple of miles up the steep incline. So that's Highway 74 in New York. If you're coming that way, it's over north of Ticonderoga. Just keep your eye out for that. And other noticeable things is Interstate 87 north of Albany is not a toll road. And it's right there by Albany, it's not so good, but when you get up closer to Lake George further north, that's a great interstate in great condition. However, Interstate 90, which is not a freeway, is a toll road, is terrible. I cannot understand how on earth we can pay extra money for a road to drive on that's worse. How is it that the roads that are just taken care of by the county or the state with no tolls are in better shape? I don't know what goes into the politics with that. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you know why that is, please share with us, because I'm curious. But I almost feel like it's like a toll road is like saying, stay off of this road because for some odd reason we can't afford to take care of it. It's very bizarre. And we're here, back in New York, in the town-ish of Herkimer. Kira and I are gonna go do some exploring. So I'm getting really annoyed with people in New York and their horns. We were at the Pilot truck stop. We pulled up to the line. We went in, we got our food, used the bathroom, came out. We're hurrying. We're trying to be accommodating. I mean, the guy that was in front of me before I could pull forward, he sat there for quite a while and I had to wait on him. I found things to do. When we came back out, the guy behind us, he was like pulling forward, like he was trying to ram us. And then he saw us getting into the truck and then he started honking at us. And it's like, dude, get off that horn. I'm tired of it. I know I'm doing my best to try to get out of your way. I'm trying to be quick. I'm hurrying my family. Okay? I know that you got somewhere to be, but you honking that horn to gain an extra 20 or 30 seconds is useless. All it shows is that you're a jerk. And I'm seeing that a lot in New York and it's frustrating me. I don't like that. Get off your horns. It's absolutely just annoying. All you're saying is, I'm a self-centered jerk that only is worried about myself and where I need to go. Leave it alone. Show some empathy for other people. Got it? I don't care if you stop watching my channel just because of that. I'm tired of it. Get off your horn. In case you're wondering, Kira's walking a little odd because last night when we were coming back to the RV, Daisy took off running and basically caught Kira. Kira was between Tanya, who was holding the leash, and Daisy. And the leash just totally snagged the back of her knee and then knocked her down. And she's talking. She has a red mark back there and it's painful for her to walk. So she's just kind of limping around and nursing it. But she still wants to get out and move around. So we're out exploring this new campground. So these young geese are actually got their full color now. They're just a little shorter than the parents. Well, thank you for letting me get that off my chest. I'm sorry for going angry rant with everybody. Sometimes that stuff, you leave it down in your heart and it just eats at you and festers. But now I let it out. Thank you for listening. For those of you that stuck around, I appreciate you. Now I can just walk around with the geese over here and check out this beautiful river that's running through our current campground that we just stopped at. And just take some time to relax. I'm walking around with Kira, checking out this campsite, basically filming two videos at once. One for the review of this campground and then the other one for today's travel vlog. It's an interesting day today. I had to take the day off from work because I needed to travel during the hours people would expect to see me. However, there's work I have to do tonight, so I still need to get logged in and worked. So far, Starlink is like nothing. I'm not understanding. I'm a little worried actually. Thankfully, the campground Wi-Fi might actually work for me for work. We'll see. Otherwise, I'm going to be driving into town to look for some T-Mobile access so that I can get connected and get the work done that I need to. And then I have to work tomorrow. That was kind of part of, we stopped for 2 nights specifically because this is one of my busiest times of the month for work. That I just so happened to travel during this time too. So made it a little bit awkward, but sometimes that happens. Kira's going down in the water. How is it? Is it cold?
Yes.
See, when I look at the pictures, I don't think it was this high. I think it was a little bit lower. This doesn't seem as bad over here, but by campsite 50 where we were at, it felt like it was just much higher and rushing a lot harder. It's a beautiful river. I don't even think it's called a river. I think it's called a creek, but man, it looks big. You call it a creek? Looks like a river to me. I've seen smaller rivers.
It's extremely hard because the water just gets even more blurry and blurry.
It's like finding your zero, your zen. I was thinking of like finding your zero. like when you're trying to level the RV and you try to get it all to 0. Like I've been angry and I've been happy. It's like trying to find my 0. Does that make sense? Did I just make up a goofy analogy? Yeah, probably pretty goofy. I don't know if this tree is causing problems with Starlink, but Starlink's like, nuh-uh, no, I'm not gonna do anything for you, bro. I mean, it looks like it's looking straight up, right? Let's see, what do you see, Starlink? Is that really, that's causing you a problem, Starlink? Let's take a look at my app and see what it says. All right, I moved it in front of the tree. That should be north. We'll see what it thinks this time. All right, plugged it back in. After I put it in stow, let it come back on, facing in a different direction, and see what happens. So it twists around, it moves around, but it looks at the same spot every time. Wow, it's actually getting internet now. Whereas back there where it had more clear shot of the sky, now it's looking like that. It ain't perfect, but back in the back it was getting nothing. You're really confusing me, bro. All right, I need to go once again talk about food, because somehow the other day we completely slipped on the opportunity to get lunch meat and sliced cheeses. So we had bread, but then today it's like, let's make some sandwiches for the road, and we had nothing. Whoops. And I think Kaylin just started baking a potato, which we have those. But I gotta work too. So it's all a matter of, the dishy just repositioned itself to look north. All right, so yeah, we gotta go talk about food, and we gotta talk about work and see when I should be doing my work. I basically need to have the work done before 11 o'clock Central Time. So that's midnight this time. So I've got some decent amount of time, unless my server is not doing so good. But I double checked yesterday and it looked like it was working properly and was ready for me to do my job. So as long as everything held over, then we're good. I guess biggest thing right now, I should just go ahead and connect, log in, get it all set up, because right now everything's still in the travel position. I was kind of relaxing for a minute, and then Kira wanted to go explore this RV park, so I said, yeah, let's go explore. But I need to go I hide my laptops and screens underneath my pillows, and I need to go get all that set up so that I'm ready to work. We'll take a look and make sure everything's good, and then we will see if it's time to go shopping.